All right, for today, I want to create a simple bushcraft sawhorse. And I want to stress the word simple. I'm a firm believer, especially for those that have watched my channel over the past year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half. I've been stressing simplicity. And we've been using a 10 to 15 pound kit with just basic gear. And those that have watched my channel over the past 4 years, you see me create complex structures with basic knowledge. And that's what I want to stress here. I'm a firm believer in that 3-day scenario. If you're not rescued on the 3rd day, you now have to travel or continue into that 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, 7th day. What does not happen is you don't wake up on the 4th day with advanced knowledge and a 45-pound kit with axes and froes and drill bits and augers, and you don't wake up with that. You still have the basic gear that you already had, and you have to make do with it. So I try to stress on my channel with that basic knowledge and basic kit. Let's do all of this. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to use the same basic knots, basic gear, and we're going to get her done. So again, today, let's go ahead and make a simple bushcraft sawhorse. But first, I want to show you a simple way to cut wood up to 2 to 2.5 inch diameter using something called a plumber's vise. Before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about safety. Whether you're cutting with a knife, saw, or chopping with an axe, you always want to do it forward of your body or away from your body, meaning on the sides. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the plumber's vise. Like I already mentioned, in my opinion, anything that's about 2.5 inch diameter and less, it's perfect. And here's why. I'm going to pinch one end of this between my calf and my thigh. Anything larger than 2.5 inches becomes cumbersome and it tends to hurt. So anything smaller than that is perfect, which is why today we're going to make a bushcraft sawhorse for 2.5 inch diameter and larger. So now, let's go ahead and take this, my dominant side, I'm going to pinch it right here between my calf and my thigh and raise the other end up with my hand to secure it. Now I can slide this to the length that I want to cut it and then grab my saw and begin to cut. And that's the plumber's vise. I have my non-dominant hand to raise it up and stabilize against my leg, also to slide it to the length that I want to cut. Use my dominant hand, cutting away from my body, keeping me safe. The key to this simple bushcraft sawhorse is right here. You got 2 existing trees. They're both alive, they're both healthy, and they're between 4 and 6 inch diameter, roughly 3 to 5 feet apart. All we need now is 2 angle braces to go in here about a 45-degree angle attached to each tree to create a spot for horizontal wood to land. So we have 2 braces here, and you can place them at whatever angle that you want. The lower the angle, the larger log you can place in between here. So about right there is good. Now I want to attach it to this tree with either an arbor knot or a lark's head knot. Now to create our lark's head knot, we're going to simply just go around the tree and then back through it again. So you're placing a loop inside of a loop. Now it's attached to our tree in a lark's head knot configuration. We have a loop right here to place our brace inside. Now the cool thing about this setup right here is that it's 100% adjustable. A short person, you might want to lower it down. You might want to put a larger log inside here. Bottom line, you can adjust this configuration. On the opposite side, we're going to tie an arbor knot. Once you crank down an arbor knot and put that extra knot in there for security, it's done. You set it and forget it. No adjustments can be made unless you cut it off. With the arbor knot, we're going to go around and then back through, creating that pretzel knot or that slip knot. Then we're going to add one extra knot here at the small tail. So when we crank this down, it will lock into place. Now the problem with using paracord for an arbor knot is most of the time you need to get it tight and then add an extra knot right here. And those that work with paracord know that. Now we used red paracord on there so you could see what I was doing. The major difference between paracord and bank line is paracord will stretch before it breaks. Yes, people say, well, it's 550, it's 500 pounds, right? However, it's going to stretch out around 200 or 300 pounds and the loops are going to get enlarged and you have to continually make adjustments on it. If you use an arbor knot, it might start stretching out a little bit. Bank line, you can set it on there and forget it, but around 350, it could snap. But here's the reality. Are you going to be just bicep curling 300 pounds and just slamming it on there? Well, maybe I can, but most can't. And so the repeated use of that could cause it to break. So there's a give and a take to both of these. Just be aware. But again, I'll say it because someone's going to say, he used paracord. I used red paracord so you could see what I was doing. Now, the last thing I want to do, make sure that those angle braces are 100% secured. We're going to find a simple Y branch and we're going to stake it to the ground. And there we go. So simple, it's stupid. We took basic knowledge and performed a complex task. And that's how it should be. There's no need to overcomplicate things in the woods, especially when survival is real. We took basic knowledge of a fisherman's knot, joined two pieces of cordage together that were the same diameter, created a loop, fed that loop inside of itself, and created a lark's head knot for our angle brace. Opposite end, I showed you, you have an option of using an arbor knot. Just secure it with an overhand knot when you're done. Lastly, two Y branches to basically secure your angles to the ground. That way it will allow a heavier load. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All the gear in my videos can be found in two places. One, my Amazon affiliate page, and two, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.